Hey everybody, it's Ellen, your licensed technician here at Nova Cat Clinic, coming with you for the weekly blog updates. If you've been watching our Facebook page, you might have seen that we had to let Cricket go. Unfortunately, one of our house cats was battling multiple diseases, and it finally caught up to her, and it just wasn't a Cricket anymore. She wasn't eating anymore. She was having a hard time breathing. She suffered from seizures, and she started developing smaller cancer sites. And finally, she had something going on in her face, and was just really not able to enjoy a very good quality of life at all. She was secluding herself and just being incredibly distant, and it was getting really hard to start medicating her, and we had to make the difficult choice of, do we put her through more stuff that she absolutely hates? She hates being handled, she hates being poked and prodded, she hates being medicated, or do we let her go? And at that point in time, we decided it was time to let her go. It just simply wasn't fair to her anymore, that we were keeping her alive for our benefit and see what could we do more, what could we do more. And in reality, she was miserable. And that's okay when it's time to let them go. And that being said, we always get the questions of, when is it appropriate to let my pet go? And ultimately, it's your pet. We can only guide you and give you our professional opinion on what is going on with your pet and what should be done, what needs to be done, and what can we do for you and your pet. Certainly, there are some situations where euthanasia, absolutely, yes, it is the best choice out there. And there are some people that simply don't like the idea of euthanasia. They prefer their pet to die at home, which in some cases can be a kind way to go, especially if we go through a hospice program with them. But most cats do not choose to pass away in a very gentle manner, per speaking. They're very dramatic, and they like to go out with a big bang. And so a lot of times people don't understand that they're, dying is a really hard process, and it is not very pretty. And yes, everybody hopes that everybody's going to go to sleep at night and they're going to wake up and your cat is curled up in its little bed and it's passed away. But the majority of the time, that's not what happens. So, just face the reality of that. And that's why we're here to help things progress in a much easier state. So if you have any questions in regards to euthanasia, hospice care, about your pets, progressive diseases, on when it's time, what to look for, etc., please ask us. Our biggest rules are they enjoying the quality of their life? Are they eating and drinking? Are they using the potty box? Are they social with the family? And when they start having more bad days than good days, then absolutely, let's talk. But other than that, death and dying is a really tough process. And not only is it a process that's really difficult physically, but also mentally for everybody to kind of, face the reality of it. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to give the clinic a call. And thank you all so much for all the kind words in regards to Cricket. We'll miss her dearly. She was a wonderful little kitten. And, we were, very proud to have her for the 8 years that we've had her. Unfortunately, those 8 years were a little too short. So talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.